Today I'm using up my tiny scraps and a variety of shapes and making my snippet. It's 24 inches. Let's go. Hi everybody, it's Julie, and today is snippet day, and we need a 24-inch snippet this time, okay? I have pulled out some book pages, and we're going to use this as my background piece. These pages are 9 inches. So if we put 3 of them together, I think we'll be good. I was actually going to do fabric, but I didn't end up. So these are long strips. So a long strip is several times longer than it is wide. Okay, so it would be several rectangles along the thing. Okay, you could put those in here too. I'm going to put those up here for right now. I just need 3 of them. Okay. So we get to use all of our things. And what does it say about the snippet? Snippet, 24 inch. Use all 5 shapes made from scraps and extras list. Okay, so I have my scrap box here. And I know that I've been saving. I have some tickets in there. Some old blue tickets. Okay, this is giving me problems. So Crystal, I hope you're feeling better today. I have my little goodie here. It reminds me to think of you and to say a prayer for you. So hoping that you are feeling better. Okay, if I just put a little bit on here, 3 of them at 9 inches each, even 3 of them at 8 inches. 3 of them at 8 inches is going to be enough, right? Okay, so there we go. Ta-da. So, I'm going to come over here to my scrappy pile, and I know I like this, okay? And this, it's not gonna be a shape, because you can have things that are not shapes also, okay? Okay. And I'm just gonna cut that into 3 pieces, and I know I want that to go on here, so I'm gonna go ahead and glue it down, okay? And I'm gonna let the numbers come off a little bit off the top, and I'm gonna put 1 piece of this on each of the book pages, and that gives me a start. Now I've done this, I have made snippets before. I've used them for a band and then a closure. I've used them and cut them up and made them pockets and all the things. And so yeah, so that's something that you can check out in my stuff. So I have long strip is used. Here I've got an oval. I don't think I want to use that oval. I think I'm going to use this oval. Okay. If I get and this is a Dear Julie digital that I punched, but that's okay. There's my oval. Okay. Oh, you know what? I want to go under here. It glued so fast. Okay. We'll put a little bit of glue behind that. This is from the drywall tape. It is the back piece, and it's gonna work so perfect for this. Okay, here I've got a round. This one, I think it's coffee dyed. It was in my lacy scraps. I've taken it out a few times to use it and haven't used it. Okay. So we got round, oval, long strip have been used so far. Okay. I don't think I want to use it that big. I don't think I want to use it that big. Now, you know what I had? I don't know if I can find them. Didn't I have a box of little things? I did. Okay, over here. So one of the other things I saw that I wanted to use in this journal, and I didn't do it yet, is that. Okay. And got this piece of ledger. Got some candy wrapper. These are not squares. Darn. I think I'm gonna have to cut. So this was from my leftovers from the green journal that I made a while back. Oh yeah, we've got these. Okay, so there. We've got that. Not quite a square, but I can, yeah, it is. Well, okay. And here's the white one. So that'll give us 2 of those. We use these on the clusters. So it's always good. So that'll be square. And rectangle. Oh, what's this? Ooh, that'll be pretty on here. And this that we used in on the clusters, and this I used in a couple of the original things. And some pattern tissue. Okay, I think we can go ahead and start. I thought that was, well, that's some of the lace like I used. Maybe we'll use that. I think I've used all of the cheesecloth, which is kind of cool. You know, it's like, oh, wait a minute. Nope, that's lace. Okay, let's go ahead and we'll continue to add things. Oh, look at this. This is scrap. So adding scraps down at the bottom is kind of cool. you know me, I just want to use up my stuff here. So we'll go with that. That. Come over here, put this down. Okay. I like this number, can leave that. Okay. So I'm thinking using the napkin is going to be great for this. Okay. Okay, see if we got, okay. And you just grab pieces, put them on. You can have things go off the side if you want to or not. But this is another great way of using scraps. So if you want some more ideas for using scraps, I've been using them scraps all this month. All of July, we have been using scraps. Okay, now remember, your item can start out as a square. Okay, so these could start out as a square, and I can fold them and turn them into something else. So just a reminder, if you saw me do that. Yesterday I took my square and I made it into an envelope. Okay, started out with a square, made it into an envelope. So I cannot wait to see Darlene's snippet. She said she wanted to hang it on the wall. It's so pretty. I remember that one that I made for the bird journal, the birdhouse journal. Oh my gosh. I made a little nest on it. It had real twigs and stuff, and I loved that one. I'm going to go ahead and ink this one. I'm not going to ink everything, but I'm going to ink this. Okay. And then I'm going to show you a little thing. Somebody messaged me and said, did you see what Treasure Books did? And they sent me the link, and it was really cool. And we can use metal things, and one of the things that I'm using or plan to use was brads. So, and she was showing you how to make your own brads. I'm going to put this, it's the only piece that I have of ledger at this time. I might be able to find another piece to add, but that's okay. Okay, so there's one of my, that's my rectangle. We're going to come over here. Let's go ahead and we'll ink-a-dink-a-doo. Okay, and I do need to add Dear Julie Julie digitals. That'll be easy. So I think all I have left, I have to do the charms and my cover and my master board, and then where you cut up your master board and use it with the template. And that's what I have left to do. So I'm kind of excited. There's a rectangle. And I think I'm going to put it over here underneath that. Okay, now squares. Not ready for those yet. Okay, we've got some words. I think we'll go ahead and put this on here. Are you a fan of snippets? I know a couple of you are not. But I just think, well, when you're doing scraps, I think Snippets is a great addition. And this month, we are using scraps. And so, okay. Man, I like this. The textures, the colors. And having some kinds of tissue and napkins that go over, I think they are wonderful. Okay. I think this white square, I think I'm going to put it here. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and use the button. Oh my gosh, you know what though? The other thing about doing this was I found in the garden, I found some really good wire for this. Let me see, is this wired? Nope. Well, I get all excited and then I can't show you that. So, watch for it for the master board. By then you'll probably have already seen it if you haven't already seen it. I'm going to go ahead and add this. And then I'm going to come and add this one here. But I'm going to put this under it. You know, I love numbers, so, and pockets. Okay. So I have a square. There we go. Okay. Okay. Now we've got some of this. So if you can make things and you're using the items that you've been using, then it's going to help your journal be cohesive, right? So I use this in the clusters. So I think it's a perfect thing to then add to the snippet, because, you know, the clusters are, I'm going to go ahead and go like this. Okay, and I don't know if you saw that, but I put that right over the edge of this piece, like that. Okay, and you can even take these pieces I think we'll go over here. Sorry if I just hit the, actually go from there, across. Okay. And then we've got this fabric-y stuff. It's like disintegrating, but it's really cool. Let's see, I think we'll put a piece here. Makes me think of sand. Okay. And we'll come and put a piece over here. Okay, we've got this piece. And if you want to, you can put pieces under. Remember, you do have access to, like, okay, I found another little scrappy piece. I think I'm going to put a scrappy piece underneath this piece of lace. I forgot what I was going to say. Bloopers are included. Okay, there we go. This area over here, I need a circle. Oh, wait, we're gonna add a button. Buttons. Buttons are circles. Okay. That. There's that. And tie it. So if you are a Dear Julie Julie Patreon, I am adding a second kit. So you got already in the Patreon is Blue Magnolia kit. And depending on your tier is what you got. And then I'm adding also a ocean kit. It's a watercolor kit. Now that one is also going to go into the Patreon shop. So like the Etsy shop, but the Patreons, depending on your tier, you are going to get that. You're going to get some of that, okay? So I've already put a sneak peek of what it is, and it is, I'm calling it Ocean, Watercolor Ocean. It is the ocean here on the West Coast, but a couple of the pictures are pretty calm. So they tell me you would be able to possibly use, but yeah, it's ocean. It's pretty. So we have round, rectangle, square, oval, long strip. Okay, now I told you I had some tickets, and I'm going to take this part off. Okay, and even if you just wanted the numbers, you could put just the numbers. I'm going to go ahead and put this on here. And the tickets were in my scrap box. They are, what are they from? They're from like a silent auction. Okay. I have to get ready here pretty soon. It's date night. We have a meeting. And so, yeah, when you see this, it will be our anniversary, our 15th in a row to each other. And I think we're gonna do a getaway, but we wanna plan it. We were gonna just go to Catalina or something. We've done that before. There's a lot of things that we want to do that we've never done, and so hopefully we'll get that figured out, organized. Okay, so let's go ahead. We're gonna give this a little more glue. Okay, some Dear Julie digitals. Now I have these. And I think they'll be perfect on here. I think I want to add a couple more buttons too. Now, what can you use your snippet for? Pretty much anything. You can cut it up and use it as pockets, is one of my favorite things to do. Belly band. Like I said, I made one time, I had the band that went around the center-ish of my journal. Are there any more? So these little images, these are from the Beach Beauties digital. So, been a fun digital to use. And then we have the brand new Beach Time digital that I've been using. Now the Patreons have a version of Beach Beauties that has a different background and stuff that they can get depending on their tier. Now remember, your different tiers, you'll have access to different things. Okay, so let's see. Oh, we've got two more of those green buttons, and we're using the blue blue inside. This would match the fishing kit also. Yeah, so when life gives you scraps, make a snippet. I added all the shapes, right? I have an oval on here, and I did that. That was a punch. And oh, I've got to go clean up the rose bushes that I cut. It got too hot. Okay, I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to add the other green button over here. I wonder if I should put a piece of this behind it. Okay, there we go. Go like this. So in the chat, somebody was suggesting that when they make their snippet, they're already figuring out, oh, I just went through the wrong way, what they're going to do with the pieces. I just go ahead and make the snippet and then make it work. Whoa. I have this little piece of the wrapping paper. Like I said, I love using the scraps. And this and the masterboard, you can even use some pretty little pieces. Okay, then I've got shells. I'm gonna add, these are Dear Julie Digitals. They're from the Beach Beauties kit. And I got them all cut out, so. When you're adding them, if you add them so that they are touching each other, your collage will really like that. Do you see that? It pulled up a piece of that. So just adding shells. I have the other shells too. From beach time. I think I'm going to go ahead and cut this off, but I'll add it somewhere because it doesn't need to go back in the stash, right? I don't think so. There we go. Okay, I like it. I mean, it's simple, but then you come in and if you need a pocket for a page, you can cut it right here. If it needs more color or something, you can go ahead and add something to the back. If you're going to do a belly band, you can actually back with like the cardboard and then have either a pocket or a belly band. I think that this is really, really, really cool and really easy. So I have my circles. These are rectangles. These are my squares. These are rectangles also. I have one oval. I had one oval left from when I made something. Yeah, there's no more. No more ovals over there. Look at getting to the bottom of this glue stick. It'll be time to order glue stick here pretty soon. Yeah, so we added plenty of things. We've got the tissue that was a scrap. The napkin was a scrap. The tree wrap was a scrap. Wrapping paper was a scrap. I might find more wrapping paper and be able to put a couple more pieces on here. So our long strip was the book page piece, and I stuck 3 of those together, and it should be at least 24 inches. Let's see. We are 24, like 26 inches is how long mine is. Okay. And yeah, so this, like I said, one time I wrapped mine around my journal, and it came right to the edge of the journal, and then the ties came out of it, and then I had a pocket, and I had a couple other things that I was able to make out of it. Okay, so here we go. We've added our Dear Julie digitals. We added shells and the little pieces from the Beach Beauties. You know what I didn't add? And I like this because it reminds me of the ocean foam. The white. The tape. Drywall tape. Joint tape. Okay, I'm going to just put it in a couple places on here. And I get this at Lowe's. I have it listed and tagged down below. So if you are looking for it, you're curious about what it is, what it does, you can find that down there. I kind of don't want it to be, I think we'll go with putting it under here. I like that it's not usually straight. I think we'll put some up here underneath the, so my pumpkin patch is doing good. My pumpkin plants are about 1 foot tall, and I'm excited. Last year, you guys might remember the pumpkin story. Some of you might remember the pumpkin story from last year. I only had the volunteer plants. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put this on, but I'm going to use the stapler. Remember, you get to use all your tools. So if you have a scrap and you need a circle, you can use your circle punch to get that. And I usually use 2 staples because then to me it makes it look like it's on purpose. That's what I always tell myself anyway. Oh, looks like you put it on there on purpose because you stapled it. Okay. There we go. Round, rectangle, oval, square, long strip. There we go. I have a 24, it's actually 26-inch snippet using all of the shapes. I added my DearJulieJulie digital, and I used items from my scraps from my extras list. Okay, so if you're curious what I'm talking about, I'm making this 4th of July, just junk and shapes, scraps, and shipping junk journal challenge. Okay, there we go. Now I could go through here and cancel the girls, but I don't think I'm going to, because unless I use the Paris stamp where it would be real small, I just think that they it stands out enough. Okay, have an amazing day, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Bye-bye.